Let excellence be your brand.
Hello and welcome to Lady Wisdom Speaks Academy. My name is Dr. Catherine Constant and I'm the author of the book Lady Wisdom Speaks. Well, as I was listening to Oprah's speech, there are three things she talks about, nuggets of truth that will help you to live a successful life, to be successful, to be able to wear your crown well. And the first thing that she said to us is that know who you are and what you're about. Who am I? And then the second thing she mentions is about service, that you want to serve others and you want to be a servant leader and serve well. And that when you do that, when you think about others and you think about your service, then you will be able to lead others well.
Always do the right thing. Always. Be excellent. People notice. Think of how you notice. You go to Taco Bell, somebody gives you an extra napkin and some sauce. You notice. You want to go back to that person. Because even at Taco Bell, excellence shows itself. Be excellent.
And I thought about that. When we want to brand ourselves, or when we are going and visiting a different restaurant or attending an event or even visiting a hotel or staying a night at a hotel, we look for excellence. We look for how we are being treated. We look for good customer service. And when we find it, then we are so happy and we recommend it to others. And it's because they are doing the right thing. And that is an important word. When we walk with integrity and honesty and do the right thing, then our brand becomes excellent and success is granted to us. And also in that speech, she talks about wearing a crown of success. And definitely in the book of Proverbs, Lady Wisdom says that we can wear a crown of success if we reverence and we acknowledge God in our life.
Let excellence be your brand. Everybody talks about building a brand. I never even knew what that was. When people would say, you're a brand, I would say, no, I'm just Oprah. What I recognize now is that my choice to, in every way, in every example, in every experience, to do the right thing and the excellent thing is what has created the brand.
Now, if we're doing that, of course, then we're going to live a life, or try to live a life of integrity and honesty, and that we're going to pursue the virtues that God would have us to perform, to demonstrate, like kindness and love and honesty, integrity. Those virtues would come alive in us. And then ultimately we will be doing the right thing. Those virtues will be demonstrated or manifested as doing the right thing. So wisdom is really a wonderful thing because wisdom helps us to make good and sound decisions. And the decisions that we make affect and influence our success.
Years ago, I did an ad for Revlon for an ad they were doing called Unforgettable Women. And what I know is that when you are excellent, you become unforgettable. People remember you. You stand out. Regardless of what it is, you become an unforgettable woman. And that is what we all want. We want to be unforgettable and not forgettable. So doing the right thing, even when nobody knows you're doing the right thing, will always bring the right thing to you. I promise you that. Why? Because the third law of motion is always at work. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. that is so true in all of our lives. That's what Newton said. Celia in The Color Purple said it. Everything you even try to do to me, already done to you. Everything you even try to do to me, already done to you. So you don't have to worry about revenge or getting back at somebody, making sure they pay. You just have to do the right thing, and the right thing will follow you even when people don't support it.
So when we're making really good decisions, then we become more and more successful. People know about that success, and then our brand becomes a brand of excellence. And then we are able to have more business, to have more influence. And with that influence, we're able to change the world, to change society. Hallelujah, for God. And then God's kingdom can come and his will can be done on earth as it is in heaven. And we know that God is love. We know that heaven is a beautiful place, and heaven is where goodness resides. Heaven is where healing and health, kindness, prosperity, all those good things are in heaven. And we are to cultivate that here on earth. And wisdom will help us. And the way that we can make that happen is by doing the right thing. Doesn't that make you feel good? It makes me feel good that we can change the world by doing the right thing. Now, we've seen many negative things happening, wrong things happening, and they affect the world as well. But on the other side of it, on the other side of the coin, we can do the right thing and cause goodness to dominate, hallelujah, our sphere of influence. We can do right and cause goodness to spread. Even as a pebble is dropped into water, and you see the ripple effect of the water, it's the same thing with our goodness. One kind act, one right act, one act of integrity and honesty can have a rippling effect that can affect and go around the whole world. Amen. So let us all try to do what is right and to be honest and to walk with integrity so that we can change the world for good. Hallelujah.
I remember many times on my show. There are many shows y'all never saw. And the reason you didn't see them is because I got the last vote. And I remember 2010, my team, hardest working team in television, had done this interview with a woman who turns out she was a Sunday school teacher by day and a sex addict at night. Ooh. And they were like, you won't believe it. We got her going out, we got her with the men, and we get to show her, and she was willing to show us everything. I sat down with a woman for an interview that was taped. And during the process of the interview, I said, why are you doing this? And she said, oh, I want to help people. I want to tell my story and I want to help people. I said, do you have children? She says, yes, I have a 10-year-old son. I knew right then, this is never going to see the light of day. So we got off the air and I said to the lady, we are not going to air that show. And she said, why? My producer said, why? She knew she was being filmed. She knew what she was saying. She knows what I said, because her son will never get over it. Her son will never get over it. And it's not worth a rating point to me. Not worth a rating point to me to know that there's a 10-year-old boy who's destroyed because his mother went on the Oprah Winfrey show and told all her business. You do the right thing, even when other people think it may not be. And oftentimes, when you make a decision to do the right thing, immediately you're faced with doubt. Was that the right thing? Was that the right decision? I don't know. Was that the right thing? You always know it's the right thing, when in the end, there is peace. You are rewarded by peace in knowing that you did the right thing.
I want to share with you this passage in my devotional journal, and it's number 19. And it says, Real Living with Lady Wisdom. Real Living with Lady Wisdom. And the verse talks about doing right. Well, I have been listening to Oprah's speech, commencement speech given in 2012 to the Spelman College community. And she talks about doing right, doing the right thing. And let that be your brand, doing the right thing. Let excellence be your brand. And as I was looking through my book and following my journal, I came across that same idea, that same nugget of wisdom that Oprah shared with the girls. And so I want to share it with you here. The ladies of Spelman received this good word, that real living with Lady Wisdom. A life of doing right is the wisest life there is. Proverbs 4:11 TLB. Lady Wisdom asks, what is genuine, real living? The Living Bible states that living that kind of life will prevent you from stumbling or limping as you run. That's really a great word. That doing the right thing will actually stop you from stumbling and falling into pits because you're doing what is right. I think that's great. It equates life to a race. In a race, you can stumble or limp if you fall into a hole or meet a bump along the way. Doing right helps us to avoid these mishaps and enables us to run a smooth race. Doing right leads to real living. We all want to experience real living, and a lot of voices have defined real living for us. What is real living? Is it doing what we think is best for us? Is it considering others? Is it considering what the Lord thinks? What is right? What is doing right? Not doing what those who are wicked do is doing right. Not causing other people to do wickedness is doing right. Not participating in violence or violent acts towards others also is doing right. I think doing right is helping others to do the right thing. Doing right is participating in kind acts towards others. Doing right is doing what genuinely kind people do. That is real living. Hallelujah. Now, even in Oprah's speech, she gave an example of serving and doing right.
The most important thing I have come to know in doing the right thing and making the right choices is understanding what we talked about yesterday. All of you leaving here have the potential for enormous success. There's a price that comes with that. People don't always like you, and they're not always happy for you. And if you surround yourself with people who are not accustomed to your success, they become fearful, they become scared, because you are reflecting back something to them that they don't recognize. Now, they're not going to say, you know, I'm very fearful, because you're reflecting back to me something I don't recognize. They're going to say, you know what they're going to say? They're going to say, who she thinks she is. Who she thinks she is. That only happens when you are around people who do not mean and want and aspire to the best for you. People who want the best for you want you to be your best.
Praises go up, blessings come down, planting my feet on higher ground. Rainbows, sweet inspiration, from Genesis to Revelation. We need guidance every minute, every hour. As many as you see it here, to them they gave power. Put on the whole armor, march on, soldiers. Go and tell them, hold up the light. Go and tell them, hold up the light. Go and tell them, hold up the light. Let it shine bright. You were chosen for such a time as this, set apart to do what He has commanded you. Keep your eyes on the prize. Press on, press on. The road seems long, rocks might hurt your feet. One thing I know for sure, victory is sweet. No turning back now. Gotta find a way somehow. Go and tell them, hold up the light. Go and tell them, hold up the light. Go and tell them, hold up the light. Let it shine bright. Ye are the salt of the earth, ye are the light of the world. People in darkness, they wanna see the light. Go and tell them, hold up the light. Go and tell them, hold up the light. Go and tell them, hold up the light. Let it shine bright. Go and tell them, hold up the light. Go and tell them, hold up the light.
So my greatest advice to you is to surround yourself with people who are going to fill your cup until your cup runneth over. So when people say you're so full of yourself, you can say, yeah. Yes, I'm full. I'm so full, my cup runneth over. And to know that once your cup runneth over, you cannot spend your life with your gallon-size offerings, offering them to pint-sized people. You have got to surround yourself with gallon-sized people who can hang in the same company with you, so that you're not offering your gallons to those little pints out there who can't hold it anyway. Choice to Change the World. I love that song. I love hearing you all sing that song. And what I know for sure is that the biggest choices begin and end with you, your internal big questions. Who do I want to be in the world? My relationship to source energy, to all that is God. I'm not talking about what you believe in God. I'm talking about your experience of that which is all life, which is divine and universal. I'm talking about the big deal. Being connected and aligned with that. When you are tuned in and charged into that, whenever you feel empty, you go inside yourself and you connect to the source, and you know that all things are possible.
And there's one other thing that she mentioned, that your capacity, when your cup is overflowing, yes, and with goodness, and when success is around, that there are going to be haters, people that are not going to be happy with your success. But don't let that stop you from having an excellent brand. Don't let that stop you from doing the right thing. Instead, associate yourself with other people that are doing the same thing that you're doing, who are thinking the same way that you're thinking, who want to expand themselves, whose cup is full, hallelujah, and overflowing, whose capacity to hold goodness is large. And when you do that, then you're going to find yourself in a very good position, and that your life will be sweet, that you will be really living, that you will have a sweet life. And that is exactly what Lady Wisdom speaks about in the book of Proverbs. And that when she goes through Lady Wisdom, and she gives us the example of the Proverbs 31 woman, at the end of Proverbs 31, hallelujah, that chapter, it says, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but the woman that is honorable, that she will be praised. And they will praise her in the nations. They will praise her around the world. Isn't that fantastic? And Oprah is definitely an example of a woman who has taken wisdom, and she's applied wisdom, and wisdom has definitely given her a sweet life. Well, you know, we're going to have our haters, but we also need to surround ourselves with good people, good mentors, good advisors, people who have our best interests at heart. And Oprah is definitely one. We can use her as a mentor and look at her life and look at the wisdom that she has applied and use that to benefit us.
Choose to do the right thing in service and significance. I promise you, you will create a vessel of service for yourself first, because you have to honor yourself first. You have to give to yourself first, otherwise you have nothing to give away. You will create a vessel for yourself, for your family, your community, and the world. And those three things will not only lead you to a blessed life. I stand as a witness. My life is so blessed, I can't even take it in sometimes. It will lead you not just to a gifted life and a rewarding life that fills you up, but a sweet life. That's what you want. You want the sweetness. You want it to be so sweet, so that even when the storms come, and they will, you'll know this too shall pass.
Well, if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. What do you think about doing the right thing? Have you come across opportunities where you've had to make choices, either to do the right thing or to go the easy way? What was it like? And how did you handle that? Did you do the right thing? And if you didn't do the right thing, what was the result? And what have you learned from that mistake? Well, comment down below and let me know. And then Lady Wisdom wants you to know that you are wonderful, you're beautiful, and you're God's gift to the world. So go on out there and shine and do the right thing. Hallelujah. And let the world know that Jesus Christ is Lord. And see you next time on Lady Wisdom Speaks Academy. Bye. Thank you for your support. I really, truly appreciate it. And if you want more information, visit my website, ladywisdomspeaksacademy.weebly.com. Yes, my name is Dr. Catherine Constant, and I am the author of the book Lady Wisdom Speaks. To learn more about me, visit my website, ladywisdomspeaksacademy.weebly.com. Yes, I love you. Be blessed. Remember to subscribe to Lady Wisdom Speaks Academy on YouTube. Be blessed.